Hello. Okay, so you can hear my mic, but you can't hear my. Um. Okay, so you hear my game now. OBS had an update, and I think it resetted some of my settings. So that was embarrassing. Hi everyone, it's 9:31 now at night, January 29th, Wednesday. Nitro's here with two N's. We're back on Dead by Daylight. Back on my bullshit. Just redoing some of my settings because OBS resetted stuff. Okay, hopefully that's all good. Hopefully that's all good. Okay. Today we might do our perk challenge, but that is entirely dependent on one factor, and that is this. This is Ada, my main, or she was last. I mean, I love Ada. I admire her so much. Um, she is at Prestige 99. Last year, I remember saying that my goal was to get Ada to Prestige 100 before 2024 ended. I was very close. I was very close to achieving that. But then Marvel Rivals came out at the end of November. Hi Anthony. I'm just explaining that what I'm doing today will depend on a couple things. The first is that I want to get Ada Prestige to 100 because by the end of tonight. Because on Tuesday, February 4th, that will be my 2-year anniversary of streaming, which is crazy to me. I started streaming February 4th, 2023. My very first stream was a speed run of the Resident Evil 2 remake, and that's what I'm planning to do again this year. So yeah, I just want to get Ada to 100 before that, and we'll see where we go from there. I mean, I got a bunch of free blood points, from the Rift, from the free gift. Like, if you go in the store, I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but if you go in the store, under feature, there's a free gift tab down here. And, that helped a lot, and there were a couple of codes I used. And so currently I'm at 600,000 blood points. So let's see how far that gets us, because we're on level 5, and you need to reach level 50. So let me just start on this. Yeah, I got distracted by Marvel Rivals. Back in December, I think I only played Dead by Daylight once, and then for the entire month, it was Marvel Rivals all day, every day. And I feel like if Marvel Rivals didn't come, Ada would have been Prestige 100 before 2024 ended, which is what I intended. But here we are. Here we are doing this. Can you guys hear me? Anthony, how's my voice? How's the voice output compared to the game? Or anyone really. I turn off my viewer count because I think it's discouraging. It'll distract me when I look at a number and then it gets high and then it drops by 1. Like, I don't know. I'm not supposed to care, which is why I turned it off. I'd just rather not know who's lurking. So yeah. I mean, I sound good? Okay, thank you. I mean, Anthony's here because he has no other choice. He works the night shift at his job. So he is awake conveniently. So, he stays awake. And it's convenient because he also gets to mod the chat, which everyone's behaving. But I've never really had any issues in the past. Just maybe like, the box or something. People like spam, whatever. Those are easy to do. I'm not a big streamer, and I think last year, I acknowledged that fame, popularity, low-key scares me, just because if I'm known on a much wider scale, my actions get a little micromanaged. People start paying attention more to what I do, and I am like one of those people that's most likely canceled, either for opinions or my insanity or whatever. So I sort of like the intimacy of having a low viewer count. I mean, 2 years of streaming and I only have 90 followers. It's kind of sad, but I'm trying to let it go because I don't really promote myself anyways. I don't for my streams. And you know, that's my choice. We're almost out of blood points. I always prioritize the RPD badges. I love RPD. Hopefully we can get blood points. Alright, so we're at 3,000 blood points. We're at level 35. So I am not going to do the perk challenge because I will not get a lot of points that way. I'm not going to get a lot of blood points that way. Just actually, you know what? I'm not a pussy. Let's go for it. We get a 25% blood point bonus. So let's see how we do. But I will not end the stream until Ada reaches Prestige 100. Okay. I'm gonna regret this later, Anthony. Tonight's perk for my personal perk challenge. OOP stands for only one perk. Is Smash Hit, which is a Yoonjin Lee perk. So let's go over to our other Asian girl, Yoonjin. Look at her. I love this style on her. Usually, like, here's her default outfit. Actually, no. Let me set up my perk first. Ada, what is our perk today? Is it Smash Hit? Okay, Smash Hit. So, for her, we have to do Smash. Okay. Smash Hit. When your rival makes a mistake, you seize the opportunity. After stunning the killer with a pallet, break into a sprint at 150 your normal running speed for 4 seconds. Causes the exhausted status effect for 20 seconds. This perk cannot be used while exhausted. Exhausted prevents survivors from activating exhausted moves. So basically, if I stun a killer with a pallet, I get a little speed boost for 4 seconds. Which is nice. It is nice if I can get the pallet stun. Sometimes I cannot time it. It's one of those things where it's literally a hit or miss. I have 2,200 hours in this game, and I am not an expert at any way. If you hear music, that's because she's wearing an Iron Mage. Just because I think this black t-shirt looks great on her. But anyways, so let me just look for a match because it takes a while now. So yeah, I just need to stun a killer and get a speed boost that'll allow me to get away because while the killer is recovering, or while the killer is breaking the pallet, 4 seconds at 150% my normal running speed is a huge boost. So hopefully this will work in my favor. It has a Screech Cobbler. That would be enough, hopefully, to boost some blood points. How many more times I can play as her? I did fast track, so we're Smash Hit SM. Okay, so this is my last time playing as her. That means I can go all out. Do I have any RP? Probably not. No. But I'm not gonna waste any blood points on her bloodlet. But yeah, for those who don't know how my challenge works, is that I play 5 matches with only one perk equipped, and then I see how many times I can survive, and then I do a little perk rating at the very end. I take track of it. I have a whole notepad. This is one sheet, but I have a whole notepad of all my results. Because I started this challenge back in August 2023, so a couple months after I first started streaming, because it gave me a goal. It gave me like a purpose to keep streaming Dead by Daylight without getting bored. So there was some kind of objective going, and I'm a completionist, so I want to see this whole list through. If I didn't have this challenge, if I didn't put this challenge upon myself, I think I would have stopped streaming a long ass time ago. But this year, I'm really pushing myself to complete this challenge. Like, if I can go back to Ada, because Ada's my main, so I have almost all the perks unlocked on her. The only perks I do not have are the newest characters that came out throughout the months that I was doing the challenge. So probably like starting from Vittorio all the way to like the latest one, Tori. See, I don't even have her unlocked. Same with Trevor. And these guys, I don't think I have all their perks unlocked either. Aside from this guy to here, I that's a whole 2 pages of perks probably. I can't do that on the spot. But I do it alphabetically. So now we're on Smash Hit S, and see on Ada we're on page 8 out of 10. And if I unlock those previous survivors, they'll probably be at page 11. Go back to so yeah, I'm just going according to Ada. Once I reach page 10, I may or may not just call it a day, call it quits, because I am kind of tired of this. Because it's starting to feel like an obligation. But I do want to see this challenge through. I want to be able to say that I did all the perks, and then if a new survivor comes out, I'll do their 3 perks. But at least I want to catch up to the latest survivor. If that makes sense. And once I finish with my perk challenge, I'm gonna get rid of my schedule, my current schedule that I have. Excuse me if I cough. I'm recovering from the flu. I'm a lot better than I was on Monday. Monday I was still low-key coughing and I couldn't talk a lot, but now I'm feeling a lot better thanks to my antibiotics. Those saved my life. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So yeah, I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. and like I play 5 games, which takes on average an hour and a half, sometimes an hour if the games really suck. Hi, Anthony. So, once I finish my perk challenge, I'm just gonna get rid of that schedule. I won't quit streaming per se, but I'm just gonna get rid of my schedule. And then it's just gonna be like spontaneous. I'll stream when I feel like it. I'll stream when I feel like playing, and at that point, just catch me if you can. I'll either stream in the afternoon, late at night, middle of the day. Who knows? Who knows where I will be by the time I finish my perk challenge. But I will get rid of that schedule. If I have any special events like games I'm playing, I will announce those. But I'm also getting rid of them. Like, because last year, 2024, I had a thing for the entire year. Each month, I played a non-Dead by Daylight game. Where I played a non-Dead by Daylight game each month, and it was a choice-based horror game. So like that included Telltale Walking Dead, Dark Pictures Anthology. I ended the year with Until Dawn, but the fact that only like 2 people watched my Until Dawn stream in December showed me that there is a lot of interest. Either that or I just stream very late. And so I decided like for this year I'm just not going to put in a lot of effort where the payoff is worth it. Like why put in energy into something that life is way too short for that, especially nowadays. So this year I'm not doing that. So yeah, I mean like last year I remember planning for this year that I was gonna play all the Resident Evil games, every single Resident Evil game in preparation for Resident Evil 9. But then most likely Resident Evil 9 is going to be postponed this year to next year. So there's no point. There's no point. No one's interested anyways, and so I'm just gonna push through with my Dead by Daylight challenge, get this over with, and then just turn it into a very, very casual and fun stream. Anthony says, sorry Anthony, said the story games were fun overall. They were, And you know, choice-based games are Anthony's favorite games because they're easy and they're not action-packed like Marvel Rivals. Said half the games were average though. The Dark Pictures Anthology just didn't match up to what Until Dawn was. I know in the previous year I played with Corey and Life is Strange. Okay. So, of course Anthony's interested. Anthony has no choice here. I'm holding hostage here forever, probably. I get tired of him. But, yeah. I mean, if Resident Evil 9 comes out next year, of course I'm gonna stream. I just need to play the other Resident Evil games. I think I've only played 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 original, but I didn't stream it. 4 remake, and Resident Evil 6. So basically all the Leon and Ada games plus the 3. But I know I need to play like the Ethan Winter games. Yeah, I need to play Ethan Winter's games, so that's Resident Evil 7, 8. I heard of Rhythm. Anthony says he should try playing Resident Evil 5 again, and I think he should. I know there's one of my viewers, which one? Probably Monica, but she likes it. I mean, it's just one of those things where you have to push through. I mean, Chris is in the most So, yeah, so I need to play like Resident Evil 0. Apparently that's the next game they're remaking. I need to play Resident Evil 1, of course. Resident Evil 5, 7, and 8. Village. Not a lot. I mean, there's the original too. If I really want to get into the original. Original 4, I have played it. But I haven't streamed it. I mean, it was hard. Like, I know it's meant to be a popular game. Playing on the PC, and his dad himself was kind of difficult. So I'm not sure how willing I am to do that. But I enjoy Leon's character in the original 4. Anyways, he was a lot here. I got a speed boost, but that means nothing to him. At least the good thing about Legion is once they stab you with their frenzy ability, they have to go on to someone else. See, Anthony, can you count this for me? I can't multitask. Resident Evil 0, 1, Original 2, Original 3, Original 4, 5, 7, 8. That's basically 9 games. Never mind, I can't do that. And then if I really want to get technical with it, I need to finish all the Resident Evil 6 campaigns. I need to play Leon and Ada, of course. I didn't play Chris, and I think Jake is the other one. Just pick like 3. I mean, if anything, I'll just focus on each of these games like 7 and 8 in preparation. So once there is a confirmed release date for Resident Evil 9, I will get my ass on 7 and 8. It's funny because I learned that my brother was secretly playing Resident Evil, and I didn't know about it. Except he started from 8 and is making his way back. I know this was stupidly, but I was hoping it would work. Because Dead by Daylight is basically just numbers and numbers. I feel like this perk would work a lot better with like with another perk where your scratch marks are hidden after stunning the killer. Because in theory, this perk does sound helpful. You know, like once you stun the killer, you get a 4-second speed boost. But it wasn't enough to help me escape. Maybe this will work better in an indoor map, like with a maze and everything, where it's easier to hide, easier to break line of sight from the killer, or it's better paired up with a perk that hide your scratch marks. But by itself, it doesn't seem that helpful because killers will be persistent and they will chase you down. Because 4 seconds may not seem like a lot by itself. And the thing is with this perk challenge, the purpose of this perk challenge is to isolate each perk. Because you only get a build of 4 perks, right? And so with over 200 survivor perks, you only get 4. You need to like prioritize, right? So I don't like perks that are like sandwich perks. Like it's better paired up with something else. I want perks that are strong by themselves, like they're able to stand by themselves. And if she wants to chase me, she can go ahead. But the gates are all the way over there, so she's not gonna be able to reach them in time. They can all escape. I'm gonna make fun of this killer to post in the chat. Be a miracle I found the gate, or the hatch, but no. It's low-key kind of gay. Let's see. So I made fun of the killer for going after me instead of the gates, because the gates were all the way on the opposite side of the map, but then as soon as I was unhooked, the killer went back. And I knew I had to do the necessary sacrifice. I wasn't going to make it to the gates, I wasn't going to heal in time. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to keep the killer as far away from the gates as possible, so my teammates can survive, and the killer doesn't get them, you know? And they were both wounded too, so I gave them a thumbs up for coming back and saying it was a lost cause, but that was a necessary sacrifice. But yeah, a small game isn't great by itself. But I will come up with a rating before the end of my challenge. So let's see how far we got with Ada with this much blood points. Probably like only 2 levels. Just make me nervous. 2 levels? Okay. Cool. Not bad, not bad. Okay. 38. 12 more levels to go. I think we can make it by the end of our 5 matches with new gyms. Asian girl helping Asian girl. Love to see it. Okay. With that, I guess it's time for me to put ads back on. Rest my voice a bit. See y'all in a minute 30 seconds. It'll just give me time to set up my notes for today. Because even though like we don't people who aren't subscribed see the ads, but in the VODs they still see what I'm doing right now. So that's one loss. I mean, I used Smash Hit a couple times and it didn't help me survive, just because the killers are being sweatier nowadays. So that's okay. Anthony said, "Oh, actually, I'll look at the chat once the ad ends." Oh, same, Anthony, same. We're cozy Jill right now because I have my cappuccino, my Syrian cappuccino from my brother. My brother's currently deployed in Syria. Sent us a box of cappuccino mix, so that's cool. And the Leon gasm, we'll use that as a Leon yawn instead. Okay, I think that's the end of the 1 minute 30-second ad, and guess what? We're still looking for a match. So Anthony, if there's anything you want to ask me, if there's anything I should spill to my audience, now would be the best time to answer some questions. I know Anthony has a lot of questions, being the pop culture guy. Found a match. I think next time I can push it to maybe a 2 minute ad. I try to play ads in between matches just because like we are just sitting there for that long, waiting for a game anyways. So, would I date Laura Croft? I wouldn't necessarily date her, but I admire her. Um, I think she's really cool. There was a time, like I was a junior in high school, and I really considered dressing up as her for Halloween. But then I felt like I couldn't. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable and confident wearing a tank top. So I just went with Katniss Everdeen again. Because with Katniss, I got to layer up with my jacket and everything. The thing about me, guys, I like girls. I mean, I identify as bi, but I'm been leaning more towards girls lately. Um, and so it's just making me question like the characters that I like, and I'm trying to really think like, am I attracted to this character? Like, do I want to fuck this character, or do I look up to and admire this character? A good example would be Ada Wong, because back when I still had my feminine phase, right? Like, especially those who were here for a while, I cosplayed as Ada. I wore the dresses, the makeup, and everything. I had the attitude, or at least tried to. And I just look up to Ada, but when I tune into my more masculine side, I also identify as gender fluid. Just putting that out there. Um, Trying to look at Ada through my more masculine side, that's the best way to phrase it. I wouldn't necessarily like her in that way. I still admire the fuck out of her. Like, I love Ada, she's my queen. But it's like I wouldn't want to date her, you know? Hello? Why are we running? Oh shit, why are we running? Why are we running? Oh, that goes through. Okay. No, Michael going. He's wasting his time if he stays here. But yeah, it's like I wouldn't date Ada, but then I looked at Leon. I guess I would date Leon, but I also looked up to Leon. But then Leon likes Ada, so I'm like, that means I should like Ada. I don't know. I'm working it out with my therapist. My therapist is like, I shouldn't be bothered about labels. I should just do what makes me happy. But then I thought about it some more, because, you know, I think about her words a lot. And I'm like, no, it's just like getting a toy at a toy store or at Target, you know? It's like, I don't need a toy. Like, as a kid. You know, it's like, you don't need that toy, but I want it, you know? It brings me joy to have it. So, it's just something I'm working out just because I have the freedom to, or it's like I have the space to, because now I understand, or now I've experienced what it's like to have a loving boyfriend. Sorry, Anthony. I experienced what it's like to have a loving boyfriend, but then my bi side said, hey, you haven't been with a girl yet, and I guess I just want to know what that's like too. So yeah, and Anthony has been supportive and encouraging so far. So Anthony, I appreciate you a lot. Sometimes I still feel guilty. And I bring this up to my therapist. Oh shit! But my therapist said that I should just take Anthony at his word. Anthony tells me that it's fine, and whether he's lying or whether that's the truth, my therapist said I have to take him at his word and stop beating myself up over it, because what's done is done. Anthony and I are still friends. Anthony and I are still hanging out. I'm actually going to his house this weekend. Anthony's still here modding my chat and supporting my streams. And so my therapist said I should just enjoy what I have and not feel bad about it, because this is his choice. And if this is what Anthony is choosing to do with his time, then I should be glad for it. Right, Anthony? Right, my best buddy, friend. Or maybe Anthony's working, so he didn't hear all that. That's good. Okay, the Leon captain. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh. 2200 hours cannot... do not show when I can't 360 a killer. I mean, I tried. Sometimes I'm successful, and sometimes I'm not. I've never fully mastered it after 100 hours. God. Now that poor Jeff. Feels like Michael's like targeting. We have 2 gens left. I think we're very close to 3 gens ourselves. jump notification. Anthony asked me, would I rather be a scout in Attack on Titan or be in the Demon Slayer? I've only watched season 1 of Demon Slayer, all the way back in 2020. So, I would say a scout in Attack on Titan, just because the deaths seem quicker, and it's more physical, and I feel like being the Demon Slayer core takes a lot more mental work, just because the demons fuck with your mind a lot more. Because in Attack on Titan, like, the Titans are, mindless. And it's like, they're like animals in which, you know, they just want to eat people, right? They don't have a conscience, or at least not in that state. So, it would be easier to take them down, and it just takes a lot of more physical work. Whereas for the Demon Slayer core, I feel like that would take a lot more mental fortitude, especially since demons are more likely to like fuck with you. Or that's what I got from the anime. Titans are brainless zombies, demons are smarter. Yeah, so Titans, like, as long as you have the physicality for it, I would argue it's easier taking a Titan. Whereas with demons, you have to be, like, mentally stronger. You know? Does that make sense? Demons have powers and stuff. Yeah, no thank you. I mean, say that's my answer. I'd rather be a scout. Also, I give more Mikasa vibes. I love Mikasa. I don't know if I had a favorite Demon Slayer or a character that resonated. What about you, Anthony? Would you rather be a scout or a Demon Slayer? Of course you like Tanjiro, everyone. Far away now. Go back to Japan. Why does this terror radius sound close by? Where is it? Fortune. Actually, that wasn't a joke. Oh my gosh. It is dumb versus dumber. Oh shit. Shit! Okay, Jeff is gonna sacrifice himself. see a pallet. I need a pallet. I need a pallet. That's like my only hope. I think this is my... I think the Fang gave me a hook state. Because this is my third time being hooked, but I'm not dead. Oh, okay, wow, he had borrowed time. This was a great team. I didn't even use my perk once. This was a great team. Good team. Thank you. Oh my gosh. But sometimes it's not the perk, sometimes it's the team, right? I'll give them all the thumbs up. Speaking of gender fluid, this one has the gender fluid flag, so I would know. Oh my gosh. That was so stressful. But yeah, sometimes, like, after doing this challenge, I realized that sometimes it's not the perk, it's the team members. And the opposite applies. Sometimes it's not the team members, sometimes it's the perk. Sometimes my team members suck, and this is one of those rare instances where the team is actually good. Like, my gosh. Okay. Looking for game number 3, actually. Let's bring up Ada. See how far we go. The higher levels you go, the more blood cells. That took a lot more than I thought. Good enough, good enough. So Ada, we're currently on 41. Just bring it up to 50. And I think Yoonjin can take us there because we're looking at game number 3. Bringing up a 2-minute ad. I'll see you all in 2 minutes. Anthony, I'll answer your chat message after the ad. I'm so sorry. I was too focused on surviving. Anthony, I was gonna ask you something, but I forgot. Oh, right. Here's my question. What do you think of this perk so far? You stun the killer with a pallet. You get a 4-second speed boost. The first game with Legion. What am I drinking? I said earlier in my stream, it's a Syrian cappuccino. Because my brother's deployed in Syria, and he sent us a box of cappuccino nibs from Syria. So it's pretty good. It's comforting, and it's in this mug that one of my archery kids got me for Christmas. It's one of those Yeti mugs. It's a pretty pricey mug, to be honest, but it's really good. It keeps your stuff warm. I made this cappuccino like 2 hours ago. It's still hot. Pretty good, 7 out of 10. Because, like, I think I need to be in an indoor map. That's the thing. Christmas tree. I need to be in an indoor map for it to work properly, I think. Hey, we found a match. And the ad's still going. But by the time ad finishes, we'll still be here. I really like her outfit. And the ad's over. Welcome back, ad people. So Anthony thinks this perk is a 7 out of 10. I'm still thinking about it because my first game against Legion, I used the perk twice and I died. It didn't really help me get away because the killer was really persistent. But in the second game, Michael, I didn't even use that perk once, but I still survived because my teammates are really weak. So, yeah. Sometimes surviving a game is, it's partially your teammates, partially your build, and your playstyle. I'll elaborate more. I'm gonna answer Anthony's question that he asked earlier, and I didn't respond because I was too busy dying. Excuse me. So, Anthony asked me whether I'd be a scout in Attack on Titan or part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and I said I'd be a scout. Anthony said he would be a Demon Slayer because they live in a more modern world, like 1930 era. Um, and then he asked me would I rather date Jill Valentine or Ellie from Last of Us 2. I would just say Ellie because she's closer to my age. Jill seems a lot older than me. I mean, I'm 28. I think Jill is like, I don't know how old Jill was in Resident Evil 3, which is like her prime, I think. But Ellie just seems closer to my age. So. But if Ellie's a child, I'll go with Jill. I don't know. How old is Ellie in Last of Us 2? I didn't play Last of Us 2, I've only played Last of Us 1. I don't like fighting. Someone's getting chased. Let me see. 21 in part 2. How old is Jill in Resident Evil 3? If Jill's like 25, no way. No way, no way. But Jill looks a lot older than me. I'm 28, and Jill still seems older than me. Adults were older than I. I'll go with Ellie. She seems closer to my age. I feel like she and I would have similar interests. Jill seems very mature. I mean, it's the same thing with Ada, it's like I admire them. But as a woman, like I don't think I would date Ada or Jill. If that makes sense. I wonder what my other teammate is doing. What for the save? That means they can also go the other save. Oh, it's light. That's interesting. Anthony says when my dad was my age, he was already married with kids and lost his hair. That's crazy. That's a complete opposite of you now, Anthony. You still have your hair. You're not married. You don't have any kids. I'd enjoy it. I enjoyed Wild Battle. Noise. Distract the killer. Gonna lurk nearby. This is game number 3. And I like how much progress we're making in Ada's blood. Anthony says, I'm like, I just lay in bed and watch Demon Slayer. Yeah, and here I am in my room, streaming Dead by Daylight. Um, that was good. I feel like to play as Blight, you have to be really good at geometry. Because you have to like really quickly calculate where to bounce off at and catch the survivor at the right angle. Blight Blight mains are good at math. Blight mains are good at math. If you're not good at math, don't play as Blight. I'm not even gonna try. I don't play as killer. If I had to play as killer, my first killer main was Huntress. And that's actually how I got into seriously playing Dead by Daylight. I wanted to be better as Huntress. So I looked up YouTube tutorials how to play as Huntress better. And then that just led me down a rabbit hole of like how to play better as Survivor because I was curious. No way! No way! We only have one gen done, guys, and I did a first gen. Can someone do something else? Either that or this Blight is just really good at like monitoring all his gens. It's just like for us. I can't even make it to a pallet. I think this perk is best paired with Windows of Opportunity. Windows of Opportunity is a perk that like highlights all the palettes, and I think windows that you can vault as well. And so you can know where to hunt. It's gonna run straight. Come here, waste your time. Here, waste your time. Oh my gosh, you dumbass. Maybe I'm the dumbass. How come all of us are dead on our next hook? No way. Oh, she tried. She tried to go for the flashlight save. She didn't time it or angle it right. That was horrible. That was horrible. This Blight is too powerful, and I don't like it. Horrible game. 1 out of 10. And I don't think I'll get us enough to get Ada anywhere. That was horrible. They tried. Let's try. But, escape one trial. Okay, that's kind of sad. There goes Anthony with the arcane emotes. Those aren't mine. Apparently Twitch just provides them. Right on the brim. Oh hey, blood pits. Lovely. So we're gonna go over to Ada. Let's see. I'm not gonna put up an ad, just because that game is so short. Actually, I can put up a 30 second. No! 42. Okay. And we're entering game number 4 with... Let's go to 30-second ad, something short and sweet. there's just way too many, and a bunch of them are just throwaway perks. But I'm sure there is a survivor perk where after you stun the killer, your scratch marks are hidden. I don't remember what it is, or maybe I haven't encountered it yet. But I think that kind of perk would go well with Smash Hit. Same with Windows of Opportunity, which highlights all the palettes, windows, and doors for you. Yeah. I would say 7 out of 10. Yeah, why not? It's a decent exhaustion perk, you just have to get the palette. Maybe 6 out of 10, because getting a palette stun isn't as reliable as vaulting over something. You know, like, it's very similar to Live, where you get both Live and Smash Hit. They both allow you to have a speed boost in relationship to a palette. But Smash Hit is tricky because sometimes you don't get the palette stun. Because sometimes the killer will hit you first, or the killer will respect the palette. Like, it's by chance. You know, it's depending on your reaction and the killer's reaction. I didn't use it at all the past couple games against Michael and Blight. I used it a couple times against Legion, but that didn't really get far. So, like, it's less reliable than Light. So I would say Smash Hit is probably a 6 out of 10, just because you're playing around with chance. But then I'm sure there's other... But if you're really good at palette stunts, you're really good at the timing, by all means, you know, why not? And I'm sure you can work out a build around it. I'm sure there's a lot of palette builds. I know not Ellie, Rain. Rain has a palette perk where you can put a chemical thing on the palette, but then that's wasting your 4 seconds. Never mind. But yeah, personally, I don't like palette perks. The only one I like is actually that's a lie because I use Light and Dance with Me. I don't play around with palette stuns. Stuns are one of the things I'm bad at when it comes to Dead by Daylight. I'm not good with the timing, not good with the mind games. Like I said, 2200 hours means nothing. I'm an amateur player at best. I like this fog that's going on here, though. I hate this map. It's so bright. Oh, it's a Resident Evil. That sounds like this. Right. Earlier, excuse me. Earlier, Anthony asked me, would I rather eat ramen for a month straight or sushi for a month straight? I feel like both would equally make me very sick. Let's see. Personally, I'd go with sushi, just because you get good protein in, you get the rice. Excuse me, so low-key cough, especially when I talk a lot. But you get rice and, you know, fish. Sushi is great. Ramen, I don't know, I don't really like broth, except when I'm sick. And all that salt, too. I feel like sushi is like the healthier and more refreshing choice, to me personally. So, I would probably go with sushi. What about you? And this is my 4th game. But I'm not gonna quit until Ada is Prestige 100. Oh, these girls are screaming. I like this fog. This map is way too bright. Shit. per block. It seems almost. Okay, what's that? That's a very long. Glorious animation, but same. A Resident Evil anime would be so cool. I feel like that's the best way to portray Resident Evil anything, because it's just so goofy and campy, and then this CGI is sort of like, I don't know. But I feel like with anime, you're able to like convey like the action and the feeling that goes on. I think that CGI also works with Resident Evil just because it is originally a video game and CGI is really close to the video game, you know, animation. Anthony, I have a question for you. If you had to pick a Resident Evil game for them to make a live action movie adaptation, which game would you pick? This may be obvious. I don't know. CGI music. But yeah, if you have to pick one Resident Evil for them to make a live action movie adaptation game. This Wesker gives up to me. Or, I don't know. Oh, Wesker doesn't want me. Not complaining. He's really tunneling that cape though. I just realized he's the only cheerleader character. Anthony, are you working? You're not answering my question. Either that or you're thinking about it. But when I say something and you go quiet for a bit, I'm like, oh, probably distracted by something. Which I understand. He is working, and that's crazy. Because at work, I feel like I can't get any presentation done. So this girl has been chased for a long time, and no one's been working on Genesis except me. What's my team doing? Or should I just let them all die? Or I think they're trying to distract themselves because they're trying to see that one. Anthony says, I love Resident Evil 3, but it's kind of short. And why? It's kind of shitty villain overall Resident Evil 4. Now, Resident Evil 4 is the best of the franchise. Personally, I like Resident Evil 2 Remake, especially Leon's character. But yeah, I do think that if they do have to start a live-action Resident Evil adaptation, Resident Evil 4 is a good place to start. But I feel like you would have to play the previous games just to introduce the characters, just to see Leon's development. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is always a popular one. Stopped chasing me, but see how he respected the pallet. That's why I ranked this perk low, because just the chances of getting the pallet stunts low. My teammates are not. But they can go ahead and strike. Leon has Danger left. Of course he does. You mean Tanjiro has Leon vibes? Oh my gosh, I will not be a victim of this. Go away, bitch. Is she trying to bring the killer to? Why is she hanging out around? At least I'm working on Joe. That bitch brings the killer back. I need to turn off my auto mod. It's just been very inconvenient, Anthony, and I feel like I'm not popular enough. Shit.
Playtime is
Lori, you dumbass, work on the gen. Work on the gen. I led him as far away as possible. I think it's blocked. Oh, we're both farmers. Ada is like that one emo guy that predicts. Carlos is like famous kid doing motion. I agree. No, you know what? I think we're farmers. Oh my gosh! I just need a key, but I doubt I'll. I'm just gonna survive. I'm just gonna give up. He wants the Mori. I get it.
Let's fix this.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make it out of that alive. I don't think I even used a pallet slow. This guy was. So I felt bad for 15 minutes. Escape one trial. Good luck with that, am I right? But yeah, smash hit 6 out of 10. It's not reliable, in my opinion. If you're good at it, by all means, go for it if that's your strength. Okay, 65,000. See how far that gets us. It's like playing in one of those arcades and you're trying to get enough tickets for a certain ride. I'm not gonna be playing Marvel Rivals tonight. Ah, I'm so close! You know what? I'm gonna be desperate, trying to see crits. Okay, let's trade some iridescent shards for something I already have. Exchange for 100,000 blood points. You know what? I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Okay. Was that cheating? Yes. I try not to spend shards, exchange my shards for blood points, but I want to see. It worked, Anthony. The Kobe worked, but did it get me far? No. It did not. 47. Oh my gosh. Oh, so close. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put y'all on a 2-minute ad. And I will look for a match for our 5th game. See y'all in 2 minutes. decades, and I was born here. But I feel like I'm going to get stuck on the street just because my skin isn't white, and I am afraid. So, um, I have that going for me. Just putting that out there. I don't want to get into a conversation about it, just because my anxiety is way too high right now. I know some people have it worse, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyways, welcome back from the 2-minute ad. This is our 5th game as Yoonjin, but I will not be calling it a night until Ada is Prestige 100. So after this game, I'm probably going to play a couple games as Ada, just to get her to Prestige 100, and then I'll call it a night. Time check, it is 10:49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah. Anthony asked me in the chat, would I rather date a guy that weighs 115 or date a guy that weighs 240? Well, Anthony, it also depends how tall they are, you know? Because if they are short and 115, that is a child. If they are 240 and they're tall, that's probably like an athlete's weight or something, you know? But for technical reasons, I'll just say I would rather not date any guys. So, unless you would like to answer that yourself. Hatch is in the killer shack this round. I put in a cake and some put in bloody party streamers. That's a total of like 200% blood points, whatever the fuck that means. So hopefully that'll give us enough boost to get Ada really close. So maybe I'll just only have to play 1 or 2 games as Ada, and then I'll be good. Back on this map. When I play as Ada, I'm gonna go on the RPD map, my comfort map, because I'm in need of comfort, and I'm tired of these open area maps. Who is it? Pig. She after me first, I I stunned her, got the speed boost, head over to the next pallet. Back to this pallet because I doubt she broke it. Or she did. No, no way. What makes me frustrated is that if I knew I was killer and I tried to go for those kind of hits, and of course I get the first bear trap, but at least all my teammates are on a gen, so this is not in vain. Teammates are smart. But yeah, this smash hit doesn't seem as powerful as it makes out to be. Like, I'm stunning these killers, but it's not getting me far. They're very persistent. You need an additional perk to really get the benefit. And he's asking, do I want to watch Only Murders tonight? Of course I do! I want to get 1 episode. Oh yeah, chat. I recently got obsessed with Only Murders in the Building. I'm so glad there are 4 seasons so far. I'm glad they're renewed for a 5th season. So, yeah. It's a really nice show. I hate Pig just because, like, she can tunnel the bear trap on. She's gonna tunnel me until I die. People say season 2 is the worst season. I can see why. I remember saying last night that season 2 was the best. I think Anthony and I are on episode 7 right now. But yeah, it's not the best. Season 1 had a strong start. Season 2, it's still fun, kind of mid. I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary plot lines, but I know they're just meant to like flesh out the characters. Anthony, what are people saying is the best season for Only Oh, God. Season 1 or 4. I guess that makes sense. Who is your favorite character so far? Mine is Mabel, of course. I love how Mabel is bi. She has like a male love interest in season 1 and a female love interest season 2, and I hate that. We go to LA in season 4. That's cool. LA's cool. Why is no one working on it? At least this Kate is smart. But she's actually making good use of it. Of course this happens. I think we are very close to regeneration. Okay. Pig doesn't know her priorities. Oh my gosh. Oh. Anthony says he likes Charles because he's just an awkward older guy with anxiety. I feel like that's what I'm gonna grow up to be. That's what I'm gonna grow up to be. Yeah, I like Mabel. I love the bi representation. But I feel like realistically, I am gonna give her a good chance. Oh, it didn't help. Did she not want me? Hello? Oh. Oh. That person spit on me. At least a Claudette is working. At least teammates are smart. And he says, remember when Charles was like, I want to. He was acting. He was his character, Uncle B. I want soup. And that's you, honestly. You want ramen. Wait, Anthony didn't answer your own question. Do you prefer ramen or sushi? Would you rather eat ramen for a month straight or sushi for a month straight? And I picked sushi. I think for you it'd be ramen. Like if price wasn't a factor. Those gates are really hard. I think killers. Killers can't be. Oh, the killers. Yeah. I'm just gonna make it out. For survivor. Risk it all for the hatch. I'll just... At least I survived. But I don't think the perk did anything. Dumb killers. At least I completed the challenge and escaped from trial. Oh, Anthony says sushi. It's more solid. Half of ramen's just liquid. Yeah, yeah. Both are great though. I agree. But you know, sushi is more for like hot days, and ramen's more for cold days. You know. Okay, so that's it for Yoon Jin Lee. We did 5 matches. We only survived twice. I don't think the perk contributed much to that, but smash hit is a 6 out of 10. You do get a speed boost, but I feel like it works best indoors. Um, and with a solid build. But the point of my perk challenge is to like isolate the perk and see how well it does by itself. Because sometimes with your build, it doesn't complement the perk. Sometimes you want a perk build that covers different areas like gens, altruism, escaping, surviving, general surviving, that caters to your playstyle. So 6 out of 10, just because the palette stun is literally a hit or miss. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I prefer live because as long as you don't have the cooldown active, you can just vault over anything and you get the sprint burst, or the speed boost, which is immediate. And I like perks where you don't have to put in a lot of work to get the benefit out of it. You know, if that makes sense. Yeah, anyways, let's go back to Ada. We have like over 100,000 blood points, so let's see how far that gets us. If anything, I probably have to play one more game in Zero. And I feel like that'd be a nice way to end this. 50. I don't think that's enough. It is! But it's not enough to prestige her! Fuck! We're at 7,000! And we need 20,000! Okay, Ada. Ada, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Killers tend to slug, so I have an anti-slug build. Okay, Ada. Okay, Ada, let's go. Let's go. And I just need 20,000, so that means I can send us an RPG map. Amazing. Okay, so here's my build. I have my usual dance with me and live. I love partnering those together because live, like I've been saying throughout the whole stream, when you vault over something, a window, pallet, whatever, you get the speed boost for 3 seconds. And for Dance with Me, whenever you do a rushed action, such as vaulting or exiting the locker, your scratch marks are also hidden for 3 seconds. So live and Dance with Me is the perfect getaway, especially for Ada. And since killers are slugging now because they get to Mori, the last survivor, I have Tenacity, which allows me to crawl 50% faster and recover my health state at the same time. And also my grunts of pain are reduced by 75%. Because without Tenacity, and you're on the ground or slug, you can only recover, but you cannot move. You can either do one or the other, but not both. Tenacity allows you to do both, crawl and recover at the same time, and you also crawl faster, which I think is great. And your grunts of pain are reduced, so it's gonna be more difficult for the killer to find you. And Unbreakable, which allows you to pick yourself up one time. Excuse me, my voice is getting worn out because of my coughing, but I'm doing a lot better than Monday. But yeah, Unbreakable will allow me to pick myself up, so I can crawl, recover, pick myself up at the same time. So hopefully that'll give me a chance to live. But I just need to play one game as Ada, and then I think I can prestige each other. Look how close we are. I need 20,000 blood points. I'm at 7,000. I could go on to Shrine of Secrets, exchange some shards, but I feel like it's appropriate that Ada and I play a game together. Right, Ada? This is the moment I've been waiting for. If Marvel Rivals didn't get in the way, I would have done this before 2024. But yeah. I'm really itching to play Resident Evil 4 Remake again. I remember back in November, I tried to speedrun it, and it's almost like an addiction. It's so fun. It takes a long time to complete the game. On average, it takes me 6 hours. Um, it'll be an 8-hour stream with cutscenes. But I remember speedrunning it back in November, and it was so fun. It's so satisfying knowing what to do. You know, some parts are frustrating because sometimes you have to kill everything. You have to kill everything. That's the frustrating part. But like once you complete it, there's just this sense of satisfaction, and it is so great. It is a high I'm constantly chasing. and I really want to play it again, but I don't think I have 8 hours. I don't think I have a free 8 hours anytime soon, which is why I like the Resident Evil 2 remake. That's my comfort game, because Leon's campaign at most takes me an hour. 2 hours with cutscenes, of course. Um, play what? Resident Evil 4 remake. Resident Evil 4 remake. I really want to play it again, especially stream it again. But I need 8 hours because it takes me on average 6 hours of gameplay and 2 hours of cutscenes. And the hard part is that you can't just skip some levels. Like sometimes you have to play everyone. That's the frustrating part. It also depends on what resources are given to you. Because I remember playing Resident Evil 4 Remake back to back. Like, I played it on a Friday, and then I played it again the next day, but I didn't stream it the second time. So the first... I like being here on this corner of the gen on the top. It allows me to see all the ways to get here. But anyways, so I remember back in November, I streamed Resident Evil 4 Remake on Friday. And that was a really good stream. I remember getting a bunch of resources. I was good on ammo and all that stuff, and grenades especially that helped me get through the levels very quick. But then the next day, Saturday, I was like, you know what? Let me try again. That was fun. I was given a lot less resources, so it's not really consistent. Whereas in Resident Evil 2 Remake, the resources are consistent, the same, like sprays and other stuff. Oh shit! Run! Bitch. Shit. I was almost done with that gen too. Okay, so we're all wounded, and this killer does not have fanatic hope. I'm gonna go back to the top. Yeah, like as I was saying, Resident Evil 2 Remake was more consistent with its resources. I don't know if I heard Terra radius the sound. She's not nearby, she's chasing me. It's all the way over here. I think the Terra radius was good for like some type of smarter. Anthony's saying he should replay 6 was a fun action game. It was fun, and I especially loved Leon and Ada's dynamic. It's just sad, that was the last time we've seen Leon and Ada together, and that game came out in 2013, I think? That's more than 10 years. Kind of sad. Why is all my teammates down? Hello? Why do y'all suck? When Ada said time to save the day again, she wasn't kidding. I'll waste her time. Oh, that was too slow. Oh, my team is right there. I just need one game. By the time I'm done with this game, Ada will be prestige 100 and I can call it screen check this month. Oh my gosh. Come back and rescue me, you dumbass. She's gonna catch you, and I'm gonna be dead. I'm just gonna say, this is one of my pet peeves. When a survivor goes to safety and the killer's chasing them, the killer hits them. My pet peeve is that they run away instead of safety. Because they're gonna get captured anyway. Watch. That guy's gonna go down. He's gonna get captured anyways. But he might as well go down saving a team, which is me. See, look. Imagine I was still on that boat. Now 2 of us are down. But if he just committed to the save, you know, then at least one of us would be hooked onto. So that was his mistake. This fucking bitch! No, go away. Go away. Kate wants me dead. At least I can see her. And the killer's chasing her. Then I know we're not. killer doesn't pick her up. I can let her bleed. Killer's looking for me. No, I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Don't go for slug teammates, especially if they're not. Ada is less altruistic than Leon. If I was Leon, I would feel more compelled to listen to her. But I'm Ada. This is so Ada. That Kate kept messing up the gen and brought the killer to me. So I don't think I'll save her. She hit me over that? That's crazy. At least Kate died. But this is sexual. This is giving lesbian. But why was that hot? Why was that Mori hot? Oh man. Crazy. Crazy. I'll give it a 3-star. I'm not giving anyone a thumbs up. Everyone sucked. But at least I have enough blood points. And now the moment I've been waiting like a year for. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow. Prestiged 100 for Ada. Yay. Oh my gosh. I wish I had like a party streamer to like pop or something. That was great. Prestige 100 Ada. Ada, you deserve it. My gosh. Oh, what a great moment. And we had a lesbian Mori, so can't complain much. I need to like screen video capture this. Okay, so we did it. We did my perk challenge, and I didn't have to spend too long. Time check it was only 11:20, so it's almost a 2-hour stream. Not bad, not bad. But we finally prestige Ada to 100 before my 2-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Whoever stopped by, lurked, see this VOD in the future, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, next perk, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Monday and Wednesday, just because I am streaming on Tuesday for my 2-year anniversary. So if anything, this is just a plan, but I do update my schedule on Twitch. I do have like an announcement section on my Twitch channel. So just keep up with that. I'm not active on my Twitch Instagram anymore. But I am planning, now that Ada is Prestige 100. Um, I might cancel next Monday and Wednesday stream. That's February 3rd and 5th, just so I can do my Resident Evil 2 stream on the 4th to celebrate my 2-year stream anniversary, and then Resident Evil 4 remake. Excuse me. So Resident Evil 2 remake on Tuesday, February 4th, and then Resident Evil 4 remake stream on that Friday, which is, I'm looking at my calendar, the 7th, February 7th. So that's my plan. My plan. You know, little Resident Evil. But yeah, thank you guys for celebrating this moment, Prestige 100 on Ada. I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you on my 2-year anniversary on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, guys. Good night.